So let's start right off with number 23, Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld. Pretty unusual one. This card says it needs 2 level 8 monsters, so generic rank 8 Xyz monster. This card can attack your opponent directly. Yes, while it has Xyz material. Okay, you can only attack your opponent directly if it has Xyz material. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a spell, trap card or another monster's effect is activated, detach 1 Xyz material from this card, negate the activation. So this thing helps a lot if your opponent has some kind of board you can't attack over with, because this guy can just attack directly, and this attack directly effect is not an effect, it's just it can attack directly. So there's no effect activation involved. And if you do that, you can destroy a monster. And the other thing that's a little bit of a downside, because otherwise this card would be too good, the last sentence. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a spell, trap card, or another monster effect is activated, detach 1 Xyz material from this card and negate the activation. This is not optional. You have to do it. So even if you activate a trap or spell card, or if you activate a monster effect on your side on the field, you have to negate that, or he does instantly negate that, because this is not optional. It's like Doom Caliber Knight or Light and Darkness Dragon. He has to negate it. There's no optional effect. That's the only downside. Otherwise, it's pretty nice, and which comes also very handy. It's a rank 8 Xyz Dark, so that means you can easily rank up on number 23 with number 84, the Pain Gainer or Pain Searcher, whatever. Because you can also Xyz summon this card by using a Dark Xyz monster with rank 8, 9 or 10 that you control, and he is Dark Xyz rank 8 with 2 or more Xyz materials. Anyway, the Xyz materials are transferred to this card. This card gains death equal to the combined ranks of all Xyz ranks currently on the field. Every time your opponent activates a spell or trap card and number 84 has material, your opponent loses 600 life points, and once per turn you can detach 1 Xyz material of this card and destroy all open monsters, all face-up monsters your opponent controls that has lower depth or equal depth than number 84. And even more is possible. You can rank up on number 84 with number 77, these 7 sins, because this says you can Xyz summon this card by using a Dark Xyz monster with rank 10 or 11, and number 84 is rank 11. And transfer Xyz material to number 77. If you summon it this way, you cannot use the following effect that says you can detach 2 Xyz materials of this card and then banish as much special summon monsters your opponent controls as possible. And then you can attach one of those banished monsters as Xyz material to number 77. And if number 77 would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 material instead. So, very nice combo with number 23, Lancelot. Okay, keep that in mind. Those two also. And if you're already here with those two, let me mention the next one. The Dingirsu, the Orcust of the Evening Star. I talked about it in another video already. Dingirsu is also a very nice card, very powerful card. It's also a generic rank 8 Dark Xyz monster. You can only special summon Dingirsu once per turn. The other one is if you play Orcust monsters. But the more important thing is, if one or more cards you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card instead, and that effect is not once per turn. So if he's 2 materials, you of course can negate that negate. It's not a negate, but you can assure that your cards won't be destroyed. And if this card gets special summoned, you can send 1 card your opponent controls to the grave. It does not target or anything, a non-targeting send effect. So great out against Aphromax, for example. And again, the same thing, because it's Dark rank 8, you can rank up on Dingirsu with number 84 and then with number 77. So much to these guys here. These guys, not this guys, sondern these guys. Alright, Next one is this little guy here. Does not see much play actually, except in a Galaxy Eyes Dragon. Well, that's the place where this card makes the most sense, but nevertheless, it's also a generic rank 8 Xyz monster. 2 monsters, level 8. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card and then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it. But your monsters cannot attack directly except the discard. And yeah, you can take control of the monster until the end phase, and its effects are negated from the monster you took control. The decay of that monster are becoming 3000, and his name becomes Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. So it becomes a copy of this card, basically, just with no effect. And that's where the cool stuff starts, because then you have access to all that crazy stuff, and also the number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, whatever thing, and then of course the new one, which was released in Photon Hypernova. I sadly don't have them. You can then rank up on all of those with these and the other two I mentioned, because the monster you stole from your opponent is also Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. So you can rank up on the monster from your opponent with Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon, or with Galaxy Eyes full armor Photon Dragon, or with the number 62, whatever you want. And also, what could also be possible, of course you can rank up with those, but you can also use then, because you control your opponent's monster, you can also use this one then to summon your Zombie Vampire, because Zombie Vampire says if you Xyz summon the Zombie Vampire and you use a monster of your opponent, then the level of that monster is instantly treated as a level 8. So if you steal a level 4 monster, it is treated as a level 8, and if you have another level 8 on your field, you can easily go into your Zombie Vampire. I always love to play this combo kind of, because it has a lot of potential. You can destroy one, then rank up on the full armor Photon Dragon with the Cypher Blade Dragon. You can destroy another card. This card can protect your cards. This steals a card, and Zombie Vampire, of course, sends the top 4 cards of you and your opponent's deck to the graveyard, and then you can special summon a monster that was sent to the graveyard by this card's effect. And this card cannot be targeted via effects of special summoned monsters, except for monsters that were special summoned from the graveyard. So also Zombie Vampire on itself is a great generic rank 8 Xyz monster, and it's a generic rank 8 dog Xyz monster. So this means you can rank up on Zombie Vampire again with number 84 or number 77. Not on those two, not on those 4, because these are all light attribute. So also nice little combo I always love to play, and some people forget somehow. Okay, next one. Okay, that's pretty obvious one. I guess most of you know that. This little guy here, number 97 Dark Luon. Well, everyone I guess is familiar with number 97 Dark Luon. Also generic rank 8 Xyz monster. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can detach one material of this card. Target 2 numbered dragon monsters with different name of your extra deck or your grave, except number 77. Except number 97 Dark Luon. Summon one of them as special summon one of them and attach the other one as material to it. And for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon. You cannot special summon other monsters or declare attack with other monsters, except with the special summoned monsters you special summoned via number 97's effect. So usually, most of the time, you just go into number 100, the number 1 dragon, because this is probably one of the easiest achievable OTKs ever, and attach to number 100 your number 38 or any other number dragon monster. Number 100 number 1 dragon says once per turn you can detach one material from this card, and this card gains a decay up to the combined ranks of all XYZ monsters they are currently on the field times 1000. So in the worst case, you have only these 2 on the field. Luon is rank 8, he's rank 1, so he has, at the worst case, this guy has 9000 ATK, and in the best case, its potential is actually unlimited. Yes, so much for that. That's all. Most of the time you go into number 100, but also you could go, it's a little bit more of a rogue option, into these 2. Yes, number 92 Hot Earth Dragon or number C92 Hot Earth Chaos Dragon. I guess number 92 Hot Earth Dragon, this card cannot be destroyed by battle, and your opponent receives all battle damage you would receive from battles involved this card. During the end phase of your opponent's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, banish all cards your opponent currently controls and that were normal or special summoned or set in this turn. And if this card gets destroyed, as long as it has XYZ materials, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, and if you do that, it gains 1000 ATK for every currently banished card. Well, if you summon him, he has only 1 XYZ material then. That would be number C92 or whatever, any other number dragon monster. Better, in my opinion, it would be better if you straight summon number C92 Hot Earth Chaos Dragon with number 92 as a material, because this says cannot be destroyed by battle. If a monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, then you gain life points equal to the amount of damage your opponent took. And if this card has number 92 Hot Earth Dragon as XYZ material, it gains the following effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, negate until the end of this turn the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls, and the effect activation and this effect cannot be negated. So that's very powerful. Yeah, so much to the number 97 Luon combos with these 3 cards. Very nice. Always very nice. Works almost every time. Except your opponent plays then, I don't know, magical cylinder or something like that, you know, that would be pretty devastating. Next one is not a combo card. It's just a generic rank 8. I just wanted to show. I searched through my binder and found that one. The Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. Generic rank 8 XYZ monster warrior. Once per turn during either player's turn, so this is the old version of quick effect. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. This turn its effects are negated, but it is unaffected by other card effects. So this can work as a protection for your own monsters, but also as a disruption for your opponent's monsters. So really nice card. Love to play that because nobody is expecting it. So this is a quick effect imperm kind of in the monster version with 2800 ATK, with the option to always rank up on the Divine Arsenal choice, for example. The Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. And the last 4 cards, yes, 4 cards, but it's also actually it's just a 1-card combo. It's the number 27, the Cannonnoid. I'm not sure about the translation I did right there. Anyway, it's a generic rank 4 machine XYZ monster. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed an opponent's monster via battle, you can XYZ summon 1 machine XYZ monsters with rank 10 or higher as special summon from your extra deck by using this face-up card you control as material, and this is treated as a XYZ summon, and you transfer the material of this card to the new summoned monster. You can use this effect of number 27 only once per turn. If this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 XYZ material instead. So it has a lot of cannons, so usually this was used to get easily, so you battle, destroy a monster, rank up on the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Gustav Max uses Gustav Max effect to inflict 2000 damage to your opponent, and then you either ranked up on Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max with the, sadly I have no holo, with the number 81, the Super Cannon, whatever, Super Dora, which is once per turn, quick effect. You can detach 1 material of this card and then target 1 face-up monster on the field the target is unaffected until the end of the turn from card effects. So it's unaffected by card effects. So it is almost the same effect than the Divine Dragonair Favorite, almost. Or some people prefer that. I prefer that. Or you rank up on the Super Cannon, Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, whatever, Juggernaut, Liebe, which gains a lot of ATK. Basically, it's a huge beat stick. Nothing more. It's nothing more like that. And it can attack opponent's monster up to the materials it has. Yeah, so much to that. Also a nice combo with these with the trains, you know, the good old trains combo. But you can also use that, I guess, with the Infinitrack guys, monsters, and basically every rank machine type Xyz monsters with rank 10 or higher. Right. And these were the last 4. I guess that's enough for today. I hope you found it a little bit helpful and interesting, hopefully. And I hope you learned a little bit, and your horizon is a bit widened. Anyway, I'm talking too much crap again. That's the sign to stop now. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.